bumming with Bob. Let's have a few brews. We'll have some fun with the bum wine crew. So kick your feet up and grab you a beer. 'Cause damn, man, I'm glad that you're here.
All right. This is Bumwine Bob. Welcome to an all-new edition of Bumming with Bobcat on Premier Podcast Network. And happy fall, everybody. The weather's changing. It's getting cooler out there. Summer is in the rearview mirror. And we are going to be kicking off Four Loko Fall here today with you guys, as we have some special guests joining the show. We are getting Loko, as always, here on the podcast. And joining me first is the man himself, Mr. Four Loko. That is Roadhouse is here with me, man. Roadhouse, how you doing?
Hey, pretty good. Looking forward, as always, to sitting here and throwing back some cold ones.
That's it. Four Loko Fall. And it's not just fall for Four Loko. We have Four Loko and fall beers on tap here today. So we have another special guest joining the show here. He recently just started his own podcast that you can find. It is called Two Guys, 1 Inch. And you might see him in the tattoo scene. He calls himself Kevin the Poker is here with us. Kevin, how you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Yeah, just chilling here, ready to drink some Four Loko.
That's it. When we have the Four Lokos sponsorship trifecta here, I broke out my Four Loko loyalty shirt here. Kevin's got his Four Loko America shirt. Roadhouse brought along his classic Colt 45 shirt, which works every time, as we all know. That's because Four Loko has been slacking, and Roadhouse has still not received his very prestigious "I'm sponsored by Four Loko" sticker. That 50 cents that it would cost them to make that really goes a long way to the Four Loko budget. But soon enough, buddy, it's all right. Hang in there. We'll have you covered in the meantime here.
You're right.
But since we are kicking off Four Loko Fall here, we all brought along a special Four Loko to crack open today. So, Roadhouse, which one did you bring along here to enjoy?
Today I chose the watermelon. It's been a few years since I've had one of these, and going through my selection in the fridge, this one just stuck out to me. I almost grabbed the gold, and
you almost went bold there.
Yeah, I did the gold in the what did we put that in last time?
What you said when you mixed up the gold? Is that what you're talking about?
Did I use the gold for the sidewalk slammer?
Not on the podcast, but I think you did that separately, didn't you? Didn't you do that with the Colt 45, the gold and the Colt 45? You did that on your own terms.
Okay. Oh, beg my pardon.
It's all right.
Yeah. So I got the watermelon. I'm slacking off a little. It's only 12%.
It's all right. Maybe we have that controversy anyway of the 14 to 13.9% that we're trying to get to the bottom of, but yeah, it's all right. The 12% are no joke either. I recently cracked open the 12% Four Loko Peach after Lindsay tried that on the podcast. I had to give that one a shot, and I was pleasantly surprised with how that peach turned out. And it's no joke. It's pretty good. So you can't be sleeping on the 12% Four Lokos out there. They can still.
I think the last time I did drink a watermelon, that's the one I shotgunned.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was shotgunning a Four Loko. I mean, that's
rough.
Yeah, it's not really advisable, but he did it. The video's out there on his Instagram if you want to go check it out at Roadhouse 71 on Instagram. So Kevin, man, what did you bring along? What Four Loko do you have with you today?
Oh, I had to be patriotic, and I got the Four Loko USA one. You can't go wrong there, man.
No.
USA.
I couldn't find the peach. Couldn't find the peach one. I'm kind of jealous. Yeah.
You get out there, get searching. You never know where you'll find it, because it's funny how you go to all these different stores and you say, okay, what selection do they have of flavors? So I was last week or a couple weeks ago, I was out there searching and doing my usual walkthrough, looking at everything, and something caught my eye in the cooler that I haven't seen in a while. and that is what I picked up here today, and that's the Four Loko Red.
Oh wow! Yeah, I have not seen that.
I have not seen
I've
these
never seen it either.
in quite some time, and I had to go looking through my own archives to see. Now these came out in 2018, and it was a big like fanfare around it. I had somebody reach out to me who saw I found them, and he paid me to ship him like 6 cans of it. He's like, "Man, you have the Four Loko Red. Can you ship me some? I'll pay for the cans, I'll pay for the shipping, and I'll give you a few extra bucks to ship it to me." So I'm like, oh, yeah, that's cool, man. I have no problem with that. So I loaded up, sent him a package of it. He did a video on YouTube, like testing it out for the first time, trying it, thanking me, saying, "Oh, thank you, Bumwine Bob, for sending these Four Lokos to me." But since then, I don't think I've had it since then. So you're going on like 5 years of not having. I went through when I was searching. I'm like, the only things I could find that I wrote about was in 2018, and I haven't had it since then, and I haven't seen it too often. So when I saw it in the store a few weeks ago, I'm like, that's the one. I got to pick that up. I got to give it another shot. So I'm going to be cracking open the Four Loko Red here today. So you guys ready? Ready to crack these bad boys open? I'm very thirsty
ready.
over here. So all right, let's crack these open.
Let's do it. All day.
All right.
Yep.
All right, there we go. All right, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, that watermelon's so drinkable.
It is. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, we had a watermelon. My friend on my podcast actually had watermelon, and then I had the sour warhead one, and we had to switch. He couldn't handle it, but I can drink any of them.
Yep, I haven't had a bad one yet.
I think the only one I can't. I mean, I can do, but like I choose not to is grape. I don't know. I can't do the grape one.
Yeah, I'm not a big grape fan, and like always, a lot of times the grape drinks are always that like grape cough medicine flavor you get with it, and it's tough. Some of them are decent, but some of them you take that first sip and you're like, "Whew, man, this is rough."
Oh yeah. What flavor is the red one? I'm kind of curious. I've never seen it.
So the red is like a Swedish fish flavor.
No shit.
Wow.
Yeah, and that is really good. Like I said, I haven't had this in like 5 years at least, and like that's pretty damn good.
Oh yeah. I feel like I could drink that one. Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna have to find it.
Yeah,
I gotta look too. I haven't seen that or peach.
Yeah,
you could find.
On
the website. Yeah, on the website you could find like where they sell it, and they'll show what flavors. But I haven't seen. Yeah, I haven't seen much.
Yeah, that Four Loko Finder comes in handy a lot. That I had to when we had Lindsay Ryder on the podcast. I had to send that to her. She's like, "I can't find Four Loko anywhere." I said, "Look at here's the link. Find it. You'll find it there." Same thing with Sarah St. Clair. She's like, "Oh, I got to see if I can find a Four Loko." I'm like, "Here, go to the Four Loko Finder. It'll tell you the stores that have it. It'll be right there, ready for you." Yeah. So it's a great tool for the people out there that are trying to search for flavors, because they'll tell you too, like, okay, this one has USA watermelon, all the different flavors, and hopefully it's still in stock by the time you get there.
Right.
But yeah, it helps out. See, I don't know if they're actually still. I mean, I think they're a little lacking. Ooh, there we go. With some of these flavors, that I don't know if it's still on the website, the red, but I don't know if they're still making it anymore. It's one of those. See, this one's still a 14%. Now that we've Kevin, I don't know if you've seen that controversy of the switch from the 14% to the 13.9. Like on that float you have behind you, it's the 13. It still says 13.9. But have you looked really close at that? It did say 14% on there. If you look really close at that number, you'll see 14% that they like blacked it out, and it says put 13.9 on there.
I see it now.
See it now. See these bastards, these sneaky bastards.
They're sneaky.
Fucking bastards.
They're like, you know what? It is 14, but we're not going to tell you that.
Right. Which we're trying to find out, and I know Roadhouse had talked to somebody. They said it's something about distribution and that they can't sell 14% in certain areas, so they have to bump it down to 13.9, something with legal limits of alcohol content. And I saw somebody else posted it on one of Four Loko's posts on Instagram as well, saying, "Oh no, it's something where certain areas can only sell certain percentage like malt beverages." So
I guess it would be considered a liquor beverage after that.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so. But
I guess it'd be a whole different kind of licensing.
Yeah, you'd have to sell them in liquor stores, not 7-Eleven. Oh, that would suck.
yeah. So they just quietly didn't tell anybody that.
I didn't notice that, man. I'm glad you told me that. Yeah.
See, that's what we're
It's
here
a
for.
secret.
That's the detective work that you get when you listen to Bumming with Bobcat. This is what you get. This is the hard hitting Four Loko facts that people don't give a shit about, but we will tell you about it and talk about it all day.
We're a walking
I'm glad I found that
encyclopedia
out.
of useless knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the benefits of drinking Four Loko, Yeah.
Yeah. It's
That's
just
right.
the thoughts that come into your mind as you drink this stuff. It's amazing because people will say, "How many podcasts can you do with Four Loko?" It's like, hey, we've been going strong now. It's been
Yeah, we've been
like,
going ham.
Yeah, it's been going like
A lot.
once we got this Four Loko loyalty sponsorship, you're like, all right, I'm plugging the shit out of this.
Oh, yeah, you
going
have
through,
to.
and it's like I'm sponsored by Four Loko. It's like, what does that really mean? I mean,
Jack shit.
yeah,
Oh,
nothing.
But it gives us something to
There you
do.
go.
Like we have a mission.
Exactly. We have to. It's like being a Mormon almost. You have to, Hey, do you want me to talk about my drink and savior Four Loko?
Yeah. Do you have a time? Yeah. Once I start going door to door to people and say, "Hey, do you have some time to talk about? Have you tried the Four Loko before? Would you like to try one? I have a suitcase here full of Four Lokos. Would you like to pick a flavor and try one out? How long do you have?"
Oh man, gotta spread the word. Hey, do you want to
How
sit down on the
America
couch
are
for-
you?
Yeah.
How America
Exactly.
are you?
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Have you had a Four Loko USA lately?
Yeah.
That's
Do
what I'm
you
talking about.
love your country? All right, if you love it enough, you try out this Four Loko USA now. Because even at first, Roadhouse could attest to it. At first, when I had that first Four Loko USA, I was not a huge fan of it. I was on the fence. I was like,
Yeah.
this flavor, this sour cherry.
It's different.
It
hits different.
It wasn't doing it for me at first. And I said when that thing first came out, it was in December, and I was like, why are they releasing this Four Loko USA like right before Christmas? I'm like, this should be like a summertime drink out there. And it took me until like later in the spring of the following year that Roadhouse kind of didn't force me, but we did a Four Loko redemption and I tried it out again on the podcast. And I was like, all right, you know what? This isn't bad. I'm like, I like this now. Now that we were in like Four Loko drinking poolside season.
That's right. That's my kind of guy. Yeah.
I was like, all right, this is good. In the winter, all right, maybe not too much, but that time of year, it fit perfectly. So Four Loko USA did win me back over, and I became a fan of it.
I was in
had
the
three
same
of
boat
them
when
on-
I tried the Warhead. It was it was that time of year too. And first thing I said is, this is going to be great this summer. First drink, I was like, this is a summer drink from way back.
Oh yeah. I had 3 of them on 4th of July. I don't know how I did it, but I did.
Oh
I had
man,
3
you
of the
went.
four- yeah.
You try to hit that 5th Loko right there. You
Yeah,
might hit the 6th Loko
He
at
might-
that
I was
point.
gonna
3 of
say,
them. I mean, whoo, man.
He hit the 6th.
Yeah. Y'all gonna see me on Netflix. I got abducted by aliens that night,
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, well, I saw that was a great video you posted of the fireworks and you catching the can of USA, cracking it open and drinking it. It was a perfect patriotic video for the 4th of July.
It was.
So you and with your attire and everything, you went all out for it.
Is that on Instagram?
Yeah, I had to. It is. It's on Instagram and my TikTok. Yeah, it's pretty good. The TikTok is Kev the Tattoo Guy.
Yeah, I started following you the other day when Bob sent me the link.
It was funny. You know what was funny about it too? Me and my friend Lane were talking about it. we didn't expect the little fountain thing to stop right as I stopped speaking. It was perfect.
Sometimes you can't time that shit. It's just like it works out really. You're like, okay, light this thing off. All right, we got to do this quick. All right, run over, toss me the can, crack it open, and start drinking it. So it worked out perfectly for you there.
It was good. I'm still trying to figure out the algorithm. I don't know how that didn't become viral, but hey, one day.
I know all this stuff. It's like some things that hit, and you're like, okay, I got like 2,000 views on like this video, and you're like, okay, like how did that happen? Then you're like, you post something, you're like, oh, this is gonna be great. And it's like 200. You're like, okay,
you're like, oh, cool.
That didn't go as planned, but
yeah, I haven't even come close to having a viral video. The closest thing I had a reel of me filming deer in the backyard.
Isn't that crazy?
Like
it's the most random videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you got to hit it at the right time, the right.
Yeah, you do.
Tag it properly and something, and then people somehow just starts going, and you're like, other times you keep refreshing it, and it's like, okay, 2 people, 5 people, 5 people. You come back 3 hours later, okay, 10 people. You're like, this is
all right.
This is not popular. Going anywhere. Yeah.
I did see that video of you throwing down some ink with the ski mask on.
I had to. So Moonhead and whoever runs the Twitter page, they said they were going to send me that, and they'd love to see me tattooing in it. And I was like, oh, done. I can do that. So they sent me it for free. They sent me that. Then they sent me the alien shirt, and then the green hat. They sent me all that for free before I ever even became sponsored. And they said, we want to see you like rocking this out. And I was like, oh, I'm down.
I swear I thought you was tattooing my niece.
Oh, man. Hey, you never know, man.
She was dead ass identical to the girl you was tattooing.
I mean, if you got anybody over here in Texas, I mean, it could have been. I don't know. I tattoo a lot of people. So.
She's way up in northern Ohio.
Oh man, well, yeah.
No vacations to Texas recently. I mean,
yeah.
So when we get done here, I'm gonna send you a picture in the message of my niece, and you look at that video. I swear they're dead twins.
It's crazy. I love that, man. A lot of people tell me, oh man, I saw you at Walmart, over in such and such, and I was like, I wasn't there. I was like, what are you talking about? No, I'm dead serious. They look just like you. I was like,
Well, hey.
And they sent me a picture. I'm like, oh, wow.
I get that a lot, too.
That kind of looks like me. Well, I heard from...
but never duplicated.
I was going to say, Kevin, I was saying from listening to your podcast, I heard you're very popular in the tattoo world over there when you're at the gym and people are standing up behind you while you're trying to take a piss and saying, hey, what do you think of this tattoo idea?
Oh, that was bad. Because I actually enjoyed that gym kind of. I when I'm in the gym, I'm in my own little world. I want to get my workout done, just like Walmart. I just want to get in and out.
I'm not at Walmart just to hang out. I mean,
but when I'm
sometimes, I used to go with my friends. We used to just have nothing to do, and we just go like, you want to go to Walmart? Yeah, sure. Just go walk around for a while. But these days, it's like, all right, I'm going there for something. I'm going in and getting out. And It's not the cool place to hang out.
I wish you lived closer. I'd have you tattoo on my knuckles.
Hey, I'm down to travel. I'll travel. I don't mind, man. I'll travel.
We may be setting up a derby party here in the Bluegrass State next year.
Okay. Is it Kentucky? Where is it at? Is it Kentucky or?
Yeah.
That's not. Yeah, Kentucky. My niece and and her fiance actually live in Kentucky. I forgot what part, but
there you go.
It'll give me
Figure that out because we were running through that last night.
Yeah, I'm
down. Roadhouse is like, hey, do you want to do a derby party, next year? And I'm like, all right, well, it's not a bad idea. We'll think about it. Now we can have a tattoo guy there, and
dang right.
That'd be fun, man. If they don't have a tattoo artist, I'll set up over there. I don't mind. I'll travel. I'm always looking for an excuse to get out of here. But no, that guy followed me to the urinal and stood behind me. He did. He was on a mission. I don't know what to do. I thought I was about to get raped. But,
Next thing you know, he's reaching around. It's like, all right, here. He's like, here, you take my phone. You look at the picture. Don't worry. I'll hold it for you. And you can.
Hey, man, make sure I don't struggle a little bit,
Yeah, and I want to dribble all over the place. So make sure. Yeah. Like, do you want me to shake it for you? No. It's all right, dude. It's okay. I got it. It's all right.
Yeah, it gets weird sometimes, and my wife actually, sometimes she's like, "Man, we can't go anywhere without somebody stopping you," and I'm like, I mean, I'm sorry,
It's not your fault.
It is what it is.
I know you're not going out there with like a big sign, like saying, "Hey, I'm Kevin the poker, the tattoo guy over here." It's like if they see me, they see me. And it's one thing you go out wearing like a Four Loko shirt, and then they'd like, "Oh, you're the Four Loko guy." Because I had some people. I was out down the shore, and I had the Four Loko, the camo hat, the USA camo hat, and I had on my Four Loko USA sweatshirt, and I'm walking on the boardwalk down the shore, and I had two people stop me. I was waiting in line for something, and the one guy's like, "Hey man, I really like your hat." He's like, "That's awesome." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And then I was going in through like the food court area, and another guy stopped me. He's like, "Man, look at you. You're very patriotic." I'm like, "Thank you. Yes." Four Loko USA all the way. I'm like, "Thank you." So, you get to be known as like the crazy Four Loko guy. I mean, that's one thing, but it's not like you're out there with a big sign saying, "Hey, do you want, a tattoo right here in Walmart?" No.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So last
you want
time
to
I
hear
was
right
stocking
here in the
up,
urinal?
the last time I was stocking up, and I took like 12 cans of Four Loko up to the counter, and the lady looked at me and said, "Do you have a death wish?" And then she looked up, and I was wearing my Four Loko hat, and she's like, "Oh." I'm like, "I'm sponsored."
Yeah, you have to. I'm dead serious. Yeah, we did the same thing. We went to the fair over here, and I asked my friends. I said, "Do you want to pregame a little bit? Because I'm not about to pay $8 for a beer. That's insane."
Yeah.
So I got those Four Loko pregames, and then I got a couple Four Lokos for my podcast and stuff. And I'm over here walking up to the check stand with a bunch of that, and they're just looking at you. Could tell people were looking at you.
Yeah.
I'm like, I promise. Like, I'm on my way to AA meeting, guys. I promise.
Yeah.
So
what pregame
you get a lot
you
of
got
looks.
in your area?
Oh, we got the peach one, which that's the only peach one. Which I wish they'd get the peach Four Loko, but we have the peach one. We have the watermelon, blue raspberry, and then lemon. Those are the only four that we have. Yeah.
Somebody else found some. I've only got blue raz, and I recently just found the USA.
I haven't tried the USA one. I want to try it though.
I didn't crack it open yet. I
Listen, the USA is by far an awesome mixer.
The peach one, if you pour it in some tea, tastes just like peach tea.
Yo, shit, no, I bet.
I've
been putting the USA in everything. Miller Lite, and whatever I can pour it in.
Yeah, I put that shit in my cereal in the morning. Just pour it in there, man.
There's a video. There's a couple videos I saw of somebody pouring Four Loko in like some Fruit Loops and stuff. And I want to try it.
There are some videos out there of cooking with Four Lokos, like somebody who's cooking like hot dogs with Four Loko,
and mac and cheese.
Yeah, like what's the matter?
Oh man,
you didn't eat your Four Loko mac and cheese. Is everything okay? I mean.
Is it the cheese or what?
Now, because there was one guy, because I'm like, okay, Four Loko stuff, which you could use as like on wings or ribs or something, like make a marinade or a sauce with it, because there is a guy out there. I think his name is Rich. I'm sorry, man. Whatever your name, I know if he listens to this, which I don't know if he does, but he does. He makes like hot sauces and stuff. And a few years ago, he said he was working with Four Loko on doing some types of hot sauces with Four Loko flavors to do for like wings and ribs and everything. And I haven't heard anything about it since then, so I don't know what happened with it. But he had said, he was gonna do like different marinades and stuff. And I'm like, that's not a bad idea to do with some of the flavors of marinating it, because I've always had this thought in my head of wanting to do like some Night Train Express, like hot wings, like sauces of like different bum wine, like get some MD 2020, like a little.
I can see it.
Like some orange jubilee, like some orange chicken with with that, like marinated in there, get like a little sauce on it at the end after you've been smoking it all day. So I think it would work.
Night Train and Thunderbird.
Honestly, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a really good
too
idea.
fancy.
I can see some hot sauces.
It belongs in a seafood primavera.
I'm gonna cook a filet mignon and go marinate it in this. There we go.
Yeah.
America.
I was gonna say next year for 4th of July, you know, now that we're hitting fall now, it's like, okay, the big barbecues and gatherings are kind of in the rearview mirror, but for next summer, I think we're gonna have to go down that route of doing some marinated, Four Loko foods.
I'm down. Weekend.
I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We need to get Gordon Ramsay on it too.
Mm-hmm. Get Guy Fieri on here. Be like, oh yeah, man, this is great.
We'll make the cooking channel. Yeah. I'm 100% down. Burgers and wings and hot dogs and all that.
Yeah.
Steak. Oh man.
Well, mine's gone.
Oh man, you pounded down that quick,
yep.
All right? Oh man,
I'm
slacking over here, man. I mean, I'm almost done, but
hey, it's okay. It happens, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I have that 14 here. I got that extra percentage on you. You got 12. You got 13.9. I got 14%.
I know, you went up.
So
it's
guys,
okay, Bob. You don't have to explain nothing to me.
It's the 0.1% there. It is. That 0.1% makes a difference.
It is.
It does.
I swear it is.
Man.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm telling you, man. I still can't believe they blocked that out. That's crazy.
I know when I was inflating that thing, I think I got it right before my birthday in July.
Yeah.
Just showed up and I had off from work that day and I was like, okay, it's a beautiful day. I'm going to go in the pool and I'm out there in the garage in the morning. I plug in the air pump. I'm waiting. I'm taking forever to inflate this stupid thing. And I'm looking at the top of it. I'm like, okay, 13.9. And I look closely. I'm like, wait, this did say 14% on here. And those son of a bitches blacked this out on there.
They didn't have whiteout. They used blackout. Okay?
Yeah. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's like they manufactured these things when it was still 14. And they didn't leave it at 14, which is surprising because you could probably have left it at 14 and nobody would care or say anything.
Nobody would notice.
Nobody would notice. I think we're the only morons that noticed these and things.
You were able to capture it in a picture.
I have both the cans sitting over right next to me over here. I have the 14% and the 13.9 from when I picked up some before 4th of July. I picked up the 2 cans of USA to have for a party, and I looked at them I'm like 13.9. I'm like, that's weird. And I still had the can because Roadhouse and I had recorded a podcast a few days earlier of a can I had in the fridge for a few months. And I pick up that and I'm like, this is 14%. I'm like, well, when I sent him a picture right away, I'm like, are the USAs you have 13.9? And he says, yes. I'm like, look at this. These I'm like, they changed it on us. I'm like, when did this happen?
It's like Pokemon cards, You're like, whoa, that's rare.
Yeah, then I'm going into stores now and I'm looking at the thing. I'm like, okay, this is 13, 14. Trying to see that I'm at this store a few weeks ago and they had, this one here, 14%. They still had a gold 14% after I had a 13.9 one a few months back. So it's like anything that's 14 out there, now is like the old stock that's been sitting there for a while. But I mean,
I think the golds are still 14. I think because I see those, and I think those are the only ones here that are 14.
Okay,
whatever.
You might have just not got. I think you got the new ones yet because I got a gold here that was 13.
I got a gold that's 13.9.
Yeah, so it's like when it's gonna rotate out. Yeah, it's like what are the ones that are high?
I know that
0.1%.
I know they get you, man. It's like, hey, we had 14%, now they're 13.9. What?
Yeah.
Like when I was in there,
alcoholics needs.
I was in there the other day, and certain places I went in and I picked up a Four Loko and a tall boy of Coors Banquet beer, and I go up to the register and it was $6.25 for the two of them. And I'm like, what? I had a 5, and luckily I literally went through all the change I had in like the car. I had in my pocket. So it's like $6.25. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, here's a 5. And then I'm like, okay, here's a quarter. All right, $6.25. All right, you're good. I think.
And a button.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like that. Hey, that button is good as anything else, sir.
Yeah,
you could.
That's right. It worked on what is it? The Little Rascals.
Yeah, it's like and a button. All right, we'll take that. But I'm like $6.25 for a Four Loko and a Coors Banquet beer, tall boy. I'm like,
that's insane. Inflation.
Like, I know these prices these days, man. It's crazy. I'm like, you want that 2 for $5, Four Loko, something like that. You want those deals out there, man. Four Loko, if you can get out there, start pushing that stuff. Lower those prices.
Make it 2 for 4.
Yeah, even better, man. 2 for $4, man. We'll go all in on that. That's big time right there. Sign me up for that. If you want to get that market share back, there's so many people out there that are still in. And what I found out of that mindset of the old school Four Loko of like, isn't that stuff banned or like doesn't it have caffeine? It's like. Not for like 13 years.
Yeah, I've heard that all the time. Just like when people from California come to Texas, they're like, "Hey, do y'all still ride horses to school?" I'm like, "What?"
we have automobiles, you know that, right?
There's Mustangs,
Yeah, it's like it's 2023, people.
This ain't the fucking Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna die of dysentery today, Yeah, but people all the time, same thing, man. I'm telling you, they're like, "Oh man." Like they don't have caffeine anymore. Like everybody I feel you, man. Everybody asks me that. Hey, it doesn't have caffeine in it anymore. I'm like, no, that would kill me. I would have died 4th of July.
It still has that stigma to it, and I think Four Loko still has to overcome that a bit because it does have a big target audience out there, and like the diehards like us that are like all in on the Four Loko. But to reach the masses, I think, and I don't think that the young drinkers are picking up Four Loko as much anymore with all these all these things now, and it's kind of like the best thing they have kind of going after like the OGs that like Roadhouse and myself, like the Bum Wines, the Night Train, Thunderbird, Wild Irish Rose, Cisco, MD 2020, like those are like the original bottom shelf bum wines, and the Four Loko kind of picks up at that same level of that for that same like quote unquote cheap price, even though it's not too cheap
anymore
these days. But if they lowered that price, I think then you could start getting that market back up there again. So Four Loko, listen to this. We're putting it out here. You want to increase that market share, lower the price, 2 for $4. There you go.
2 for $4 is perfect.
That's perfect. Oh, yeah, nobody wants to pay $2.99, $3.50 for a can of Four Loko. I mean, people are going to see that and they move on to something else. They're like, "Oh, I'll just get a stupid, 12-pack of White Claw for, $20."
I'll get a Corona.
Yeah, it's like
Bud Light Gelada.
Yeah, they're like,
stop it. Honestly, actually, I tell you the truth, man. I think that's the only thing good Bud Light came out with was their geladas. They're not bad.
I agree.
Yeah, but Bud Light itself gives me a headache.
I don't think Bob's a big fan of the tomato and beer thing.
No, I did it one. I did one on a podcast years ago. I think it was the Modelo Chelada with lime, maybe.
Yeah.
But see, I'm not a big tomato fan, Bloody Mary fan. You need to be a fan of that type of drink.
No, I could chug a whole pitcher of that.
Oh, yeah. Dos Equis came out with one, and it tastes like SpaghettiOs.
Oh, your dick's in a knot.
Yeah. I was like, oh, man. It made me feel like a kid again.
Yeah, but there's like 50 of them. If you look at the Modelo ones, I posted a picture a while back when that the one place I stop at sometimes. The top of the cooler has all Four Lokos, and then the next 2 rows below it are all different Modelo Chelada drinks, and it's like mango, lime, tomato,
yeah,
pineapple.
The Picante one's good.
I'm like, holy shit! How do you have this many different varieties of this stuff? I'm like, I've tried one, and it was okay, but I've never gone out of my way like 4 years since then to try another one. So I'm like, I mean, I guess people like that stuff. I mean, no problem with that. If you like that, man, go for it. That's all you. But
it's a perfect lunch drink.
It is.
I mean, I can see that. Yeah, if you want to, take that and I've said in the past before, I'm like, if the price of one of those tall boy cans is the same price as a soda, it's like just get the beer. When we had the one place, a convenience store that had the 99-cent Bud Ices, and then they had Bush and Bush Ice for 99 cents tall boy. It's like, why would I not get this instead of like a 250 like 20 ounce like Coke or something? It's like,
exactly.
Just get the beer, man.
Yeah, you know what convenience stores need to do? They need to have beer on tap. Yeah, just like buy you a big gulp of like freaking Coors or something like that, or Bud Ice, or I'm telling you.
Give me a big 64-ounce jug of Coors Banquet beer. And we're good to go, man.
Some of our grocery stores around here have taps where you can fill up growlers.
Really?
Yeah.
Texas, I'm telling you, Texas is slacking. I don't know what's going on, but yeah.
I've always been envious of Texas, but I guess the more I talk, the more I realize I got it made.
You got it. If you can get your growler filled right there in the grocery store, then you're good to go.
Man. Yeah, if I could do that, I'd let everybody shop however long they want. I'd say, hey, I'm gonna fill up my growler. Don't worry. See,
there's a place where you can pull up at the grocery store. It's not technically a bar, but they got a stool you can sit on at the counter and sample different ones and figure out which growler you want to fill up.
See, that's
she can do all the shopping she wants while I sit there. Sample.
That's right.
It's all for research. Yeah, it's all for research here, So
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a man's paradise right there. Be like, hey, y'all go do your shopping. I'm gonna go over here and sample these and make sure none of them are poison. Yeah, that's perfect.
All right,
I think it's finishing up.
Yeah, that's it. I was trying to savor the red. I haven't had the red in so long. I wanted to enjoy the Swedish fish flavor to it.
I love Swedish fish. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, if you can find it, get in that Four Loko Finder. Go searching for it and check it out, because I know when this came out, this was like a big deal. People are like, man, Four Loko Red, what is that? Then it was like, oh man, this tastes just like Swedish fish. So if you like Swedish fish, the Four Loko Red is the one to crack open there. But now that, yes, I finally finished my Four Loko. I'm a slacker, that the Four Loko loyalty. But since we are welcoming in fall, autumn is here, cooler weather, fall beers, people have their Octoberfest or pumpkin beers, all that good stuff here. We didn't just come with Four Loko here. We also brought along a little grab bag of fall beers as well. So we're going to crack them open as well. Roadhouse is getting very antsy.
He's so
over
ready.
There. He's like,
I'm ready.
Just crack open the damn beer, man. Just do it.
All right.
Hey, I'll tell you what, man. This is what this is used for. You ready?
Yeah.
Right here.
See?
Nice.
See?
Works.
I got one of those big honking things.
It works, man. It works. Yeah,
see,
it works.
And I didn't get the memo here because Roadhouse said, he was going to do a Yuengling Octoberfest. I'm like, that's good. I like the Yuengling Octoberfest. I haven't had it in a while. And then he was bringing that, and then Kevin comes on here and he says, I got an Octoberfest as well. And I'm like, thanks, guys. Where's my Octoberfest?
I'll beam it over, kind of like
I'm
Star
kind
Trek.
of jealous of what you brought, though.
at the store, and here's the cat right in here. No,
There's that cat ass.
no worries.
Yeah, I'm
Show
surprised
that
my cat
ass.
hadn't jumped up. Yeah,
Yeah. See?
I got a hairless cat. Yeah, I might have to bring it on camera. He's
Right here.
cool. His name's Obi.
Well, tell us what you got, Bob.
Okay, well, what I brought along now, this is something I found was since you guys are doing the Octoberfest and people love their pumpkin beers to it. I can go for pumpkin beers here and there, but there was something that I found on vacation down in the Jersey Shore here out in the great state of New Jersey, and this is from the Ship Bottom Brewery in New Jersey. This is a cider donut hard cider. So something a little bit different here. I know we're kind of classing it up a little bit after the Four Lokos. I know going fancy here. A collaboration with Vinvilla Orchards made with a mix of freshly pressed Pennsylvania apples, cinnamon sugar, and cardamom, crafted to remind you of your favorite orchard treat. Gluten-free and no excessive sweeteners added. Check out our beer garden at Lavinovich Orchards during the spring, summer, and fall. So I'm gonna.
Hey, there you go.
Here, so
Hey,
It's like bread pudding
you
of
can't
beer.
go wrong with gluten free.
I know. See,
They're targeting
Oh, look at that. See?
that new
All right.
generation.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers. That's
dribbled
right.
on me there. Cheers.
Oh boy! I tell you what, out of the Oktoberfest, I think I like it better than Shiner, honestly, and I love Shiner, but the Yuengling they did right with the Oktoberfest.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, the Yuengling's always a good one. I mean, I usually go with the Sam Adams Oktoberfest.
Yeah, the Sam Adams one's pretty good.
Which is good. And the Yuengling, I've always had that, and that's a good one too.
A lot of body to it.
Oh, there is. There's a brewery here that is called Grain Theory. I'm actually an ambassador for them, and they make a really good. One of my favorite Oktoberfest. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's real good. Yeah, they're about to have a Stein holding contest. I didn't even know that was a thing, but I kind of want to do it. It's tomorrow.
What is it?
It's a Stein holding contest. So you hold a Stein out in front of you with your arm straight, and you have to hold it out like the longest. And I want to do it, but I tried it with one of my water bottles filled up, and man, it's rough.
Yeah.
You start hurting after a while.
I was going to say, I mean, so if you win, what do you get?
So you get a chance to go to Fredericksburg. It's this Germantown here in Texas, and you get a chance to compete in the state championships. And then if you win that, you go on to the national championship, and you could win thousands of dollars. I guess I don't know, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I watched some videos, and I was like, man, 30 minutes holding that thing out.
I'm sure some people probably train for that shit, and they'll probably you'll be out there holding it up. You'll be like, okay, I got this. 5 minutes. You're like, oh shit, I'm done, and you start fading.
It's like waterboarding.
Yeah,
you can't spill the beer. If you spill any beer, you're out. And that's the roughest part. And they have judges making sure that your arm's out straight, and you have to hold it out there. And it looked rough. I don't know if I can do it for 30 minutes.
I don't see the point in it.
Yeah, I drop it. Oh man,
my arm bends and goes to the grill.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll see it there, and you'll be like, "Oh wait, I got to."
It looks so good.
Do this.
Yeah.
All right, Roadhouse, you're out.
All right, buddy. Oh, the beer is free. Here we go.
Wait, free beer? All right.
Yeah,
can I get a do-over, please? Can I
get a second one?
Can somebody fill this for me so I can do it again?
Yeah,
I've got an authentic German Stein around here. It's probably within grabbing distance, but I don't know where.
Oh, I do too. Yeah, I had an Air Force so we have an Air Force base here, and I got a bunch of clients that are in the Air Force, and when they travel, they'll bring me stuff back. And one girl actually brought me she just brought me a case of Canadian beer, because apparently on Sundays all the breweries and stuff are closed in Germany, but she got me some Canadian beer. But I had another one. He brought me a Stein from Germany. It's pretty cool.
Awesome.
So what type of a Canadian beer did they give you?
Yeah,
it's called Black Horse.
Black Horse.
Black Horse is pretty good. It's I think it's a porter, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
It's not
Say
bad.
like Labatt or Molson.
Yeah, something like
here's
that,
a case. Here's a case of Labatt. You're like, man, I can get this over here. And as I've heard from Canadians, they're like, you drink Labatt, you're just like the divorced dad.
Yeah, and that's the same thing I've heard in Germany. Like, oh man, you go over there and you try to order like Heineken, they're gonna laugh at you.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
that's not a German beer.
Yeah, like all the things that you think that's like high class over here. Or you're like, oh, this is imported, so it's got to be fancy. It's got to be great, right? You go over there and you're like, what the fuck is this guy trying to order?
Is he drinking? Yeah, is he drinking water? What's going on, man?
Yeah, you stick out like a sore thumb.
Oh yeah, I always wanted to go to Germany though. I gotta try some real beer. You know.
Yeah, I would like to do that too. Hey, if Four Loko wants to send us over to Germany to promote the brand,
correct?
I mean, we'll promote the brand, and we'll also intake of the local customs you need to enjoy while you're there. So
I tell you what's really, really entertaining, man, and I'm good friends with a few of the wrestlers. Is midget wrestling. It's fun to watch.
I've seen some things out there, and it's kind of got a big following to it.
It's fun, man. It really is. It's a lot of fun.
So, however algorithms work, I get a ton of midget content that just randomly comes up. I don't know.
Well, I don't know what you're watching over there.
I don't know either. I don't know. Midgets and cross-eyed people freak me out.
Hey, stop accepting those cookies. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Those damn cookies.
Those cookies, man. The cookies get you every time. You're like, they sound very tasty. Man. They sound tasty, but don't do it. Don't accept the cookies.
All right.
Unless you're on bumwinebob.com. If you have to accept the cookies there, accept those cookies.
Yeah.
They're good cookies.
Don't forget that.
Those are good cookies.
Those are Chips Ahoy.
I was going to say, click on the ads or whatever. I get like 2 cents. That's fine.
And, we appreciate your 2 cents.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, man. I'm telling you. Yeah.
How's that beer, Bob?
It's not bad. It's funny because it is like you can tell it's like a craft brewery beer because it has that hint of like an organic apple taste to it. Because it's a ship bottom brewery, so it is a quote unquote, craft beer.
Yeah.
And it's not bad. It does taste like as if you had a apple cider, not too much apple cider, but it is more like just an apple hard cider, just in a craft beer here. It's pretty good. I can't deny it.
Is there any donut in the hole?
No, I don't taste any donut.
Man.
Not too much sugar. I would like a little donut in there with it too, but it's more just the apple taste to it, as if you just had a hard cider, just more of a clean
so
taste.
The donut's clickbait.
I think so. It is. Yep. It is. It's not. Yeah, it's not too much. I get the
catfished.
Right, because it's like cider donut. Yeah. Cider donut. Hard cider. So it's more of that hard cider. Because you're like, oh, look, there's donuts on this can. You're like, oh, man, I like donuts.
Donuts.
If I can drink a donut, and who doesn't love a nice cider donut?
Yeah, it's that Homer Simpson effect.
That's like the big thing. You go anywhere, you get dragged to pumpkin picking, apple picking. It's like, okay. They have, the cider and the donuts. You're like, okay, that's perfect. I'll take that. So they pull you in there with that cider donut, hard cider. It's really just a hard cider, and it's not bad. It's definitely a good. Ooh, there we go.
Yeah,
a good beer. Contains pressed apple, cinnamon sugar, cardamom, contains sulfates from preservation. So. It's fairly like a clean drink. But not bad. I mean, 160 calories for this can, so that's.
Hey, there you go. You're getting your protein for the day.
I was gonna say it's bad. It's not like this Four Loko that's like how many calories in this thing? They
Let's
don't
see,
even they
let's see. I
don't
don't
even
know.
put it on.
They don't even say it. Yeah, they
No,
literally just put
it doesn't need to.
No, there's
alcohol by volume.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, yes, alcohol by volume, 14%. Serving size 5 ounces. How many servings are in this Four Loko? 4 3/4.
Bling bling.
There you go. Are you supposed to drink it in 4 sittings?
Or
Yeah,
you share it between
Yeah,
4 people.
Yeah, I thought it meant 4 drinks be done.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
I made it to 3. I made it to 3 on 4th of July, and I was gone. Man, 3, 4 Lokos. I got abducted by aliens. I did.
Yeah, you don't know where you are at that point.
I did
3. I mean, I honestly,
we had a Roman candle fight,
and everybody lived to talk about no hospital trips, nothing.
barely. Yeah,
Okay.
No,
That's
one
good.
guy
That's
got
good.
smacked in the mouth with one. Yeah,
one of my customers told me the other day. He's like, "Do you really drink that much Four Loko?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah. I mean, it's no big deal. It's just normal." He said, "Man, beginning of this summer, his buddy told him, if you chug 2 cans of this Four Loko, you'll be blackout drunk."
Nope.
He's like, "There's no way." And so he did it, and he doesn't remember the rest of the evening. So he's like, "How do you drink it?" I haven't drank it since. I'm like, "Well, you get immune to it."
Yeah,
I lied to him.
It's kind of like getting immune to it. I mean,
I'm not immune to it.
I don't know. Now. Yeah, I mean, I don't think
I've played off.
I don't think I've gone past. I don't think I've ever gone past 1 Four Loko in a sitting before.
You have to get to 3. You have to get to 3,
man. Are you laying down? Are you laying down a challenge now? I mean, this is the.
I'm down. It's a challenge. Like the ice bucket challenge. We'll do it for a good cause.
Yeah.
So Bob has done something we haven't, and I don't know if you have or not. He did the beer mile.
The beer mile. I did something similar in Corpus Christi. It's like the dirty beach of Texas, but I did something like that there, where it was a marathon. It was a half marathon, but instead of water breaks, you got beer breaks.
Okay.
So it's similar. Yeah. I did. I did.
But
the
a half
mile.
marathon.
Yeah.
It sucked. It was terrible. I felt so bloated.
Like 13 miles.
It was terrible. Yeah. I actually had a couple beers in my pocket too.
No,
I did. I
said, I tie my shoes.
I did the beer mile one time, and that was 8 years ago at this point, and I could not even come close to doing that today. I mean, I was not in good shape at that time. I'm in worse shape now.
Yeah.
There is no way. How I survived that beer mile, I could never tell you. And I didn't even come in last just because my one friend who did it ended up puking halfway through it. So he got, sidetracked and his time went out, and I just kept going.
It is a classic video. Everybody
it's out there on YouTube. You search the Bum Wine Bob beer mile. It's out there. My buddy Matt has it up on his YouTube page, and I have a link on it on my YouTube page as well. It's out there, so you can see it. But, that was and I did throw up at the end of it. There's a clip of that too. So, but I waited till the end because
how much beer did you have to drink?
I mean, it's only one beer every quarter mile.
Okay.
But when you're running,
oh boy,
it's tough because it's you chug a beer, you run a quarter mile back and forth until you've hit 4 beers, and you hit the mile, and so it doesn't sound like that much, but when you're having to run during that time, and I think my mile wasn't like, I think it was at 12 minutes, maybe.
That's not bad.
Which is not bad for somebody at the time, who's not in shape and was around early 30s at the time. I mean, that's not terrible at that time. And then I waited until the end and then puked off the side of the deck when we were doing like our post beer mile interviews, and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, it's coming up. I can't stop this, and my friend takes out his phone right away, and I'm puking off the side of the deck, and I look back over at him, I'm like, seriously, man. I had to get the video on for the. I had to get it captured for the video. I'm like, all right, so it could be out for infamy.
So, Bob, how do you feel?
Yeah.
You know, I'm in my 50s. We need nitro pills.
That's right. Oh yeah. Oh man, how does that react with alcohol though? Is it a good time?
No, it can't be.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah. I know my mom's husband has to take nitro pills, so I've always been like, hey, how does that react with alcohol?
I carry them. I've never had to break them out yet.
That's good.
Hell, he's got to. Yeah, he's got to. I've always been like, hey, man, take it with a shot, you know?
No, my dad said it knocks your dick in the dirt.
Oh, boy. Man. Well, then drink a Four Loko.
Well, I mean, if I'm going to go the way I want to.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. If you burn my ashes, it better smell like Four Loko, okay? You know?
Yeah. It depends on what flavor do you want it to smell like. USA, watermelon.
Are you good at airbrushing?
I've tried it a couple times. I'm all right at it. Yeah.
All right, so you're going to airbrush my casket in the Loko USA.
Yeah. Let's do it.
You want to get the? I was gonna say you want to get the unsponsored. Get the
put that on the gram.
Loko.
Yeah, we'll put. I'm sponsored by Four Loko.
Yeah. Get that on the back of it.
Four Loko. Since you didn't send me my sticker, we'll just airbrush it on my casket.
I was like,
when I for it.
I was gonna say when I had this shirt, I wore it to my fantasy football draft at my friend's house, and it's like, dude, that shirt just looks like one of those cheap ass like Jersey Shore.
Beach, perfect.
Sure.
Hey, it's better than wearing a Cowboys jersey. Okay, it's better than wearing a Cowboys jersey. I'm sorry, man. All right, I'll tell you this: everybody here in Texas that's a Cowboys fan, whenever they beat the Giants 40-0, they think they're going to win the Super Bowl. I'm like, guys, I'm a Broncos fan. We're not going to win the Super Bowl. Russell Wilson sucks. I'll tell you that right now. But Cowboys fan, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're winning the Super Bowl this year." I'm like, no.
I don't know.
What you get?
Worse.
You get that
Cowboys
first win.
Yeah. No, but I think that Four Loko sponsor shirt. If I could wear it, but it looks like a crop top.
Well, I was gonna say after what you wore to that NASCAR event you went to with the USA suspenders. I mean, if you've had this on under that, I mean, it probably would have fit the ensemble perfectly, I think, right? Right? Because I was just saying, I was listening to your podcast, and because did you really? Because from what I got from it, you said you kind of snuck into.
We did
the grandstands there.
Yeah.
I was going to say because you said you were out there and they had like the Four Loko had their own little like the booth set up over there because I know they have the Four Loko car. And I'm assuming that's why they were there promoting.
Well, they didn't have a booth. They had Moonhead. Moonhead was actually walking around handing out merch.
Okay,
you had to find him.
Okay,
they didn't have a booth, but the grandstand is where literally you can see and hear the cars. You're literally right front row, and it was funny. So there was a group of us. We tried to get in the first time, and she's like, do y'all have y'all's tickets? And I said, no, we're just trying to use the bathroom over here. And so we all act like we used the bathroom. And then we walked out and we're like, man, we're not going to get in. But then I noticed there was like kids down, a little bit. And I said, they don't care. They're not going to watch us. I said, follow my lead. Here we go. So I walked down and I said, all right, guys, let's go. Here we go. We're going to act like we belong. And we walked over there with our drinks and we said, hey, yeah, this is where our seats are. And then we walked right in. Nobody stopped us. We went literally front row. I mean, it was loud. You could hear the cars, everything. And I stood up every single lap for like over 100-something laps. I was drunk.
I was drunk.
Yeah.
How many was that just a one Four Loko day or how many did you have that day?
I had one Four Loko, and the Bush was actually sponsoring that event, so I had a bunch of Bush.
Yeah,
a lot of Bush.
I love Bush.
I love Bush.
It was good. It was good. Yeah, they were giving some free beer out too over there, and every chance I got, I went over there. Yeah. But I was pretty drunk.
A free beer. Come on, bring it around.
Oh yeah,
another one. Yeah,
I didn't say no, but I stood up every single lap, cheered on, and this girl took a picture of me from behind. And she said, "Hey, Four Loko, you need to figure something out with this guy because he stood up every single lap and brought so much spirit to us. Even though he didn't win, I forgot his name. Whoever it was driving the Four Loko car, it was a badass car. It was such a cool car.
I've seen it.
Was it Ryan Blaney?
I was gonna say it was the Warheads car, right? With the alien and that stuff. Yeah. I saw the pictures of it. And it's like it's a nice looking car. Yeah, definitely.
He actually posted on his Twitter and he said, "This is my Four Loko guy." And I was like, "Holy shit! I wasn't even on Twitter at that time. I was barely on Twitter." And then my friend started texting me that night and I was drunk and I was about to pass out. And they said, "Hey man, you just got viral." And I said, "How?" I said, "What are you talking about?" They said, "Go check Twitter." And I looked at Twitter and I was like, "Oh my god, yeah!" So I got viral somehow. And then I messaged that girl and I said, "Thank you so much for doing that. That was awesome." Next day, I found out, like Moonhead said, "Hey man, meet me up. I'll give you some merch." He gave me some merch, did an interview, and then I snuck a Four Loko in because they check your bags. But I snuck a Four Loko in. We had the clear bags, and I wrapped it in a towel and I put it in the bag. And I took pictures by the Budweiser. They had the Budweiser stagecoach. And I saw that. Ain't got nothing. I said Budweiser ain't got nothing on Four Loko. And I kept having to post. And I mean, ever since then, my Twitter is nothing but Four Loko.
That's it. It's funny. You see these videos now of people that are like had to sneak like alcohol into events, and it's like, I mean, a can of Four Loko. I mean, that's a big can. You have to hide somewhere. It's not one thing.
Tell me, sweat a lot.
I was gonna say some people will say like okay, they'll hide like a little shooter of like an alcohol in like baby wipes. They'll put it in there. And nobody's going to check in the baby wipes container if you have a kid.
Yeah.
But like something like this is kind of hard to conceal.
It was.
But if you're skilled enough to hide it in the towel and nobody really checked that far in, then hey man, kudos to you.
Hey, by the time I drank it was hot.
As big as my head.
Yeah.
By the time I drank it was hot. That sour Warhead was hot and it sucked, but I it down. I was good enough to get it down.
You can't give up on it at that point. It's like, man, this is warm, it's hot, it's not great, but it's still gonna get the job done.
I love getting to that point where you're just drunk enough where everything will go down.
Exactly. Yeah. That's a good drunk. When everything will go down.
Yeah.
Because you're about to have a good time.
Yeah, it's not that you're at that point where you're struggling to get it down, and you're like, "No, this is going to come back up soon."
It don't matter.
No,
it'll go down the same way it'll come up. So hey, if I can taste whatever flavor, I just hey, whatever, man.
Hey, a little sour Warheads on the way up too. You're like, oh yeah. That was good. That was good. I like that. That was a good time. That was a good flavor.
Sweet and salty.
It was, and
a little more acidic, but it's still good.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what though? That race, man, I was going for Bubba Wallace, and I don't know if y'all watch NASCAR, but I was going for Bubba Wallace, and I think he crashed that race, and I was like, oh man. But 23 Racing, it's Bubba Wallace and Tyler Reddick, and so at that time, I said, you know what? All right, it's Tyler Reddick. Let's go. And he won. I think he didn't win. I don't know if he won or not, but he was in the lead for a long time. Okay. I'll have to look back. I don't know if he won or not, but I was.
Yeah, at that point, it don't matter.
Yeah, it didn't matter. I was drunk. It didn't matter.
Yeah. At that point, who cares? If you're having fun, that's all.
It was a good time.
You're like,
at that point of a drunk, you're looking around. and seeing if you can get any leg.
Man, you know what? That weekend was a good weekend. We went on a party bus, and a lot of stuff happened on that party bus.
Yeah.
It did. I peed in a trash can because I wasn't about to stick my dick out the window. If that happened, yeah. So, because we were riding around, and there was RV parks like where I wasn't about to do that. So yeah, so I said, "Hey man, y'all block me. I'm gonna pee in the trash can." So I peed in the trash can, and then I saw a sign that said "clothing optional." So I was like, "All right, screw it." Took off my shirt. I took off my shirt. We were partying. We were dancing and stuff. And the guy didn't have a liquor license, so he just pretty much said, "Tip me, and I'll give you alcohol." And so I just kept going back, putting $1 in, and I said, "Here we go, another margarita," because I can't do fireball shots. I can't. I don't know what it is. But so funny thing is they had a ceiling fan. They had 2 ceiling fans in there. And right above us was a ceiling fan. And I didn't realize it was right above us. And I saw a little stool that I could stand on, and I said, "I'm gonna stand on it and start dancing," right? So I stood on it and I started dancing, and I stuck my hand up with my margarita, and the ceiling fan hit my hand with a margarita and splashed the margarita all over this girl behind us. I was so drunk, I didn't realize it, but everybody's like, "Get down, get down, get down." And I said, "Okay." So I got down, and that girl got off the next stop, but I felt so bad whenever they told me that. I was like, "Oh my God, I was that drunk? Holy shit." But it was a good time, man. NASCAR, if y'all ever get the chance to go and get drunk.
I've heard that. I've always heard that I'm not a big NASCAR fan myself, but I've always heard that like the whole event itself is like amazing to it, with just the partying and people drinking and having a good time and just kind of going crazy. It makes it worth it right there.
It does.
I've been to the Busch race at Kentucky Speedway, and I spent more time in the parking lot drinking and playing cornhole and shit than the race.
Oh yeah, that's how it goes. And for real, that really is how it goes. I mean, you'll spend more time drinking than you'll. I missed half the race. Well, no, I take it back. So I watched the whole Xfinity race because the Four Loko car. But I missed about half the actual race, the actual NASCAR championship race. Like I was like, "Hey man, I was drunk. I'm sorry, guys." Like
it's a given.
I'm sorry.
So our boy is Ryan Ellis.
Ryan Ellis is actually pretty good. Yeah,
that was our Four Loko driver.
It was Ryan Ellis. There we go. It wasn't Ryan Blaney. I don't know why I said Blaney.
It's close.
Yeah,
you're close.
Ryan Ellis. Yeah.
Hey.
But forgive me, Ryan Ellis. I'm sorry, man. I freaking love you, dude.
Yeah, it's all right. Hey, Ryan, you want to come on the podcast sometime? Drink some Four Loko with the 3 of us. Come on. We'll do it. Hang out.
Yeah.
I might actually try to message him and see if he'll message back. I don't know.
Do it, man. Say.
Yeah,
I might.
Say, hey, you're Four Loko sponsored. You're Four Loko fanatic. You're a fan of him. You were at the race. Say, hey, man, you want to
that car was good.
It was a great car.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw Moonhead's commercial for it, but I was trying to top Moonhead's commercial for the 4th of July Four Loko commercial, but I don't know if it didn't top it. That was a badass commercial. It was good. It was good. He like smashed 2 Four Lokos like together, and I was like, man, I don't know if I could do that, but I'll drink one for it, you know.
I don't try. I'll do the Stone Cold Steve Austin with Four Loko.
Oh yeah, smash it on
I'll have
head.
people throwing them at me while I chug them, and I
toss one here. All right.
Yeah, I'm down. I mean, anything Four Loko, I'm down. You know.
Yep.
But I don't know if y'all saw the video. I actually right when I found out I was getting sponsored, I said, you know what? I'm going to tattoo the Four Loko logo on myself. And I did it. So I've got the Four Loko logo on my shin. Yeah, that was a good thing. It hurt.
It needs to be on your forehead.
Honestly, you know what? That would have been a cool first face tattoo. It would have been.
I was going to say.
Yeah, I can do that. I own my own business, so I don't give a shit.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
I want it on my knuckles, though.
I was going to say, if Four Loko comes to you and says they'll kind of push you to the next level.
Yeah.
then
yeah.
if you get that Four Loko salary, then you go for it. Yeah.
Right there.
Free Four Loko for life. Yeah. 100%. I'll do it. I'm telling you.
That's the only way I would do it. Free Four Loko for life.
Yeah, that'd be a good time.
Yeah.
Like it would be. Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon pyramid with the rainbow, and then the fifth off to the side.
Four Loko instead. I became the fifth Four Loko.
Yeah.
See? That's it, man.
Oh, yeah. That's it. I'm telling you, I became the fifth Loko a couple times. I've got a lot of stories. It's.
That's what I say. We always say trying to hit that fifth Loko, man. They always tease that. It's like, okay, you have the Four Loko, and then when you hit that fifth Loko, and it's like,
they need to make one. I feel like they need to make one that's 15% alcohol, and it's called the fifth Loko.
Yes,
that would be good.
Ooh, yeah, I mean, we're ragging on them. We're ragging on them for that 14 to 13.9. But if they can now bump it up to 15 for one of them, I think that's the way to do it.
And call it the fifth Loko.
Yeah.
That will be a turning point for Four Loko right there.
The fifth Loko is real close to pleading the fifth.
It is.
Yeah, you don't know at that point.
Because anything you say after that, you might as well just shut the hell up. Yeah. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm just gonna be quiet. Okay, I better not.
I'm not saying anything else today. Okay.
And listen, bitch. Whatever I say at this point don't mean shit.
Yeah, off the record. All right, it's like we're off the record here. Okay.
Now show me them titties.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
I finished off this cider donut here, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I don't know if you can get it. This is a New Jersey, Jersey Shore brewery here, Ship Bottom Brewery, cider donut, hard cider. Not bad. But
I've yet to come to New Jersey, so I'm gonna have to try it.
All right.
I don't know. Roadhouse, we keep pushing this stuff here at this point. Maybe we can get the official. I mean, we had Lindsay Ryder here, the adult star Lindsay Ryder, and we were plugging the Atlantic City, New Jersey, the cesspool of New Jersey, gambling, strip clubs, all the good stuff you love in life.
Is she from Atlanta?
No, she's from Detroit.
Oh, Detroit. I thought you said Atlanta. I'm sorry. Okay. I was just going to say, hey, man, I was just there. I'm good friends with a couple of the Power Rangers.
We're trying to split the difference and get in one region.
Yeah, so because years ago, we had a Bum Wine Bob WrestleMania bash in Atlantic City. And it was not so much a bash. It was me, Crude, my buddy Crude, and one other person who showed up to it. And I think how we want to top that and do what we really wanted was to have a big gathering of like the podcast people, friends of the podcast, to come to Atlantic City, New Jersey, and just kind of like a hotel suite party, balls to the wall, Four Loko, drinks, debauchery, weekend out there.
That would be fun.
And
that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we had that, and she brought it up, and Roadhouse was like, oh yeah, we'll do Atlantic City in New Jersey because it's, gambling, drinking, strip clubs. Oh, America. I mean, that's
America.
the heartbeat of America right there.
That'd be fun, man. I'll tell you what, man. I thought you were talking about Atlanta because they have a Power Rangers convention over in Atlanta.
Okay.
And I grew up watching the Power Rangers, and I didn't think it would become a thing. It was a dream, but I actually got to tattoo some of the Power Rangers.
Oh wow!
Oh nice.
And it was so surreal. It honestly, like whenever I tattooed, so I was not just tattooing, I was also sponsoring the Pink Power Ranger, and that right there was just it blew my mind. I mean, whenever I got to tattoo her, I was so nervous because like I knew what she wanted, and we drew it up, and we were talking about it for months.
Was it roast beef sandwich?
But it got, dude, it was amazing. I mean,
dude, there's got to be a lot of pressure. I mean, for that, for so what you do, I mean, you can't screw that up. I mean, that's
it was such a crazy moment, and I was like, because I've seen so many celebrities that have shitty tattoos, and I said, no,
I'm not doing
that.
If
I tattoo a celebrity, it's going to be perfect. And I mean, I wanted to make that so perfect for her. I was like, you were the first celebrity I'm ever tattooing. It's going to be amazing. And it came out so great.
That's
and
good.
It was exactly what she wanted. But my butthole was so puckered the whole time. I was like,
I can't fuck this up, man.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, man. If I fuck this up,
almost like day one tattoo.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. It was like the first time ever tattooing. I was like, oh my God, if I fuck this up, I'm done. Like,
I love that rush.
Oh yeah. It was a good rush. It was so great because like so many people were surrounding the booth and they were like, hey man, like this is amazing. It was actually her second tattoo ever. The first tattoo she got was with Karen Ashley, which I love her. She was a yellow Power Ranger after the original passed away.
Okay.
And so she said that they got tattoos together whenever they shot the show first back in '94. And this was her second tattoo, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is almost like her first tattoo." So
right. It's been that long since your first one. It's like you're popping that cherry all over again. It's like, I can't fuck this up. If you screw it up, you're that guy now that's on the blacklist.
Yeah, I can't ever watch Power Rangers again. Yeah, exactly. You know, and that's where I grew up to. It was honestly, actually, I ordered the first 2 seasons of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and I was looking at the graphics of that, and I was like, how the hell did we realize that those graphics were amazing? I was like, my God.
Hey, in '94, that's good. That's good. You compare that to 2023, not so much. Almost 30 years later, it's like, okay, it's not that great anymore. But at the time, it's like, oh man, this is amazing.
This is great. Holy shit, they have sparks behind that? Like, how did they do that? That explosion. They react 5 seconds after they got hit? Whoa. You know? It was insane. And when I watched it now, I'm like, whoa. Like, it's good, but like, wow. It's definitely an action figure, okay? You know, like...
Right, you said it's all a push for the action figure and the toys. That don't worry about anything else with the show itself.
That's when Toys R Us
my offspring watch Power Rangers.
Hey, you're raising them right, man. You're raising them right. I actually have the Green Ranger. He just passed away. He signed my arm right here, beautiful. And I got it autographed. I got him to autograph my arm, and I got it tattooed. Then, funny thing, after I tattooed the Pink Ranger, Michael Copon, the blue Time Force Power Ranger, him and his wife wanted matching tattoos, and I said, I'll do it. Okay, so I did it. And then me and him were joking around, and I said, hey, man, you should tattoo your autograph on me. He goes, I've never tattooed. I've done one tattoo, and I was drunk, and it sucked. And I said, I trust you. I said, being tattooed by a Power Ranger would be a dream come true. I was like, I will let you do it, and I'll talk to you through it. So he did it. We didn't even stencil his autograph out. He literally did it freehand.
Oh wow!
I mean, wow. I know they signed a lot of autographs. I was like, I know you could do it, but he tattooed it on me, and I don't know if you could see it, but like, yeah, like right here. Yeah, right here. He tattooed it on me, and it looked good.
Yeah, it does.
Like, man, I was like, you did that, man.
You did it. That's on you, man. You did that.
Yeah. I was like, you did that, man. It looks good. I I almost started crying. I was like, "Oh my god, dude! A Power Ranger just tattooed me! Holy shit!"
It had to be a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was so overwhelmed.
This is amazing. This is the best part of my life.
Oh yeah, it was one of the best moments of my life, man. It was great. They're good people too, you know.
That's
awesome.
And being able to drink with Power Rangers,
even better.
Even better. I wish I had Four Loko at that point, but at that time, I found out Monster came out with their alcohol drinks.
Oh yeah,
so I went down the street. The Monster beat. No, it was Monster. No, I take that back. It wasn't Monster. It was Bang.
No, Bang. I was gonna say I got the
Bang.
Beast here. I got it.
Yes, the Beast is good. Those are good, but no, it was the Bang ones. So at that time, I found out they came out with those drinks, so I had to get that instead of Four Loko, and I wish I could have drank a Four Loko with a Power Ranger. That would have been cool.
Right. As it goes to how you are now, you're like, man, if I could have fucking done it with the Four Loko, that would have been the perfect story and the picture to kind of tie in with everything.
Oh, this coming year, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get Karen. Karen Ashley, if you're listening, I'm going to get you to drink a Four Loko. It's going to happen.
Hey, we've been pushing that, man. People will do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll do it.
We've done it.
We got Lindsay Ryder.
We got Lindsay Ryder. We got Sarah St. Clair to do it. I mean, I've been pushing this Four Loko. Like I said, after the Four Loko sponsorship, and since the classics that the podcast was based on, the bum wines are very hard to find. You can't find the classics anymore. The Four Loko has kind of pushed into that bum wine territory now. And I brought it up with people I've had on the podcast. I mean, a lot of people in the adult industry that I say, hey, have you had a Four Loko before? And they're like, yeah, I had it, years ago, or they had the original ones. And they're like, yeah, I got so drunk off of it, or I don't remember what happened. And I haven't had one since then. I'm like, well, do you want to do it again? And they're like,
hey,
you want to do it again? All right, yeah, I'll do it. And they'll do it. So we're kind of pushing that now. That's kind of what we're doing now, is this kind of, it's kind of like what I said before with Roadhouse and with my Four Loko USA redemption, overtaking that stigma of the Four Loko, of this high school, college drinking beverage, and kind of taking that now into your adult life and saying, look, you can still drink this and get a good buzz, get drunk, have a good time off of it, and not hate yourself after it. Now, Kevin, with you drinking 3 of them in one sitting, that's different. Yeah. But with these people, we're drinking one at a time.
Drinking one is good enough.
We're doing one.
Yeah.
With it.
You don't have to drink 3.
It's kind of like that redemption story of it, of saying, hey, look, you have had a Four Loko in 10 years, 13 years. Let's do one. Give it a shot. And so far, so good. Yeah. Yes, we've only done 2 so far, and they've both said that they're not bad. And that was a peach Four Loko and a fruit punch Four Loko. So nothing too crazy, your basic flavors. But it's like, look, getting it out there, saying, look, Four Loko has this stigma to it of this blackout drunk beverage, but it's not necessarily that. You can drink one, get a good buzz, and have a good time. Roadhouse and I will say, when we talked to Lindsay Ryder on here, we were concerned for her because she drank the peach Four Loko, and she was out in Vegas at the time. And by the time we're done recording with her, it's like 9 p.m., like West Coast time. We're like, shit, she has like a whole night ahead of her.
Yeah,
and she's on this Four Loko. She has this Four Loko drunk. We're like, this could go bad. I had to send her a message the next day. I'm like, are you? Everything was good. She's like, yeah. I went to the movies. I did this and that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like, I felt so bad at the end of that podcast. I'm like, man, I wish we were all together. We could have went out and had a fun,
a great time.
Keep it going. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always say that first Four Loko is like,
Because we were
get yourself ready,
to get rocking,
exactly.
and
Get
loosen
yourself
up.
ready, amped up. That first Four Loko gets you that perfect buzz.
Yep,
It does.
That you're ready to go out and get crazy.
Buzz. Then after that, oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, if the three of us were together, it'd be like, all right, what are we gonna go get into?
Right.
It'd be like the Hangover.
Exactly right. You have that first Four Loko. You have a couple beers. After that, then you're like, okay, all right, what are we doing? We going out?
Yeah, or are we having a house party?
Yeah. What are we doing?
I promise I wouldn't be like Zach Galifianakis and Rufy, y'all. I promise I wouldn't do that.
Rooflin.
Are we moving furniture and breakdancing?
Yeah. Who's going to steal the tiger, though? That's the question.
Yeah.
Who's going to steal the tiger?
Yeah, the dog we're looking for is a white.
Tiger.
I'll steal Mike Tyson's tiger, okay? I would love to get knocked out by Mike Tyson. I'm sorry.
No, I'd knock him out.
Yeah, you knock him out.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, Roadhouse throwing out a challenge.
Hey, they don't call me
Tyson
Roadhouse
here.
for nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You Roadhouse. Yeah, you kick his ass in the head. Yeah, Roadhouse.
All right, Mike Tyson.
I'm a big dude.
I'm telling you, man.
Somebody hey, somebody out there, tell Mike Tyson, Roadhouse is out there. He's laying down the challenge. He can knock you out.
I got 100 pounds on him.
I'm
like Butterbean.
Hey, you know what?
Butterbean.
Hey, I'll tell you who you can knock. Anybody can knock him out. Logan Paul. I'm sorry. Oh man. God bless. Or no, it's Jake Paul, not Logan. Jake Paul.
No, I'll knock him out
God
too.
Bless.
I tipped the scales at 320 the other day.
Ooh.
God,
big time.
I'm telling you right now, none of them can drink us under the table.
That's it.
Yeah.
We got it covered. Kevin, I wanted to say you cranked open that pumpkin beer too, right?
I did.
That's what you got there.
It's not bad.
So what's the so what was that one you had?
So this is it says brewed with pure pumpkin and finest barley. This amber-hued ale is spiced like your favorite holiday pie and is sure to please. It has spice, like pumpkin spice, caramel, and it's supposed to be smooth. It's really smooth. You can taste the caramel in it and the pumpkin. So it's like it's a good mixture of pumpkin and caramel.
Okay. And
so it's not bad.
What brewery
What's the name of it again?
Yeah, I was going to say, what's that one from?
The brewery. Oh, boy. Let me look. Oh, man. It's called Wasatch Brewery. Wasatch Brewery.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not bad. It's been brewed since 1986. So I guess they've been all right. It's from Salt Lake, Utah.
Utah. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
nice. Since 1986
Utah.
from Utah, then. All right.
Yeah, that's the year I got my driver's license.
That's because
there you go. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Man,
Roadhouse is the dad of the Bumming with Bobcat franchise over here.
Yeah.
That's right.
I go way back.
Yeah.
Like spokes on the Cadillac.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah. I mean, after my cider donut beer, I had to crack open a classic hams here I had with me.
Hey. Those aren't bad though.
No, these are good. These are good for the price and everything. And I had these left because these were from the one store that I had that was going out of business. The convenience store lost their lease, so they had all their alcohol was 20% off.
Oh,
before they closed, heavy. And it was like all right, they have 30 packs of hams left, and I was like, all right, I'll take some of these.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah, $13 for a 30 pack. All right, I'll take it. Come on, load them up, man. So I've been going through these for like the past almost 3 months now. But
nice.
It works, man. We're drinking on a budget here, man. It's the best of the worst.
Exactly.
That's
the
what
bottom
we do.
Shelf booze here. As I said,
sucks,
I was going to say, man, you got to get that best bang for the buck. And when I was at the wrestling showcase on Premier streaming network last weekend, good buddy Efren, who does the game event on the Premier streaming network, I finally got to meet Efren, which is amazing. He's a great guy. Happy to meet him in person finally. And he comes up to me and he says, "Hey, I'm trying to get you to do a a little spot on the show to do a little plug for your podcast. And I'm like, okay, great. And he was a little disappointed with my enthusiasm at first. So what I had to do, and because I don't go anywhere without any beers, I had to bring. I had some PBR in my car in the parking lot, so I pounded down 2 PBRs quick. He's like, "All right, we're going on after the second match on the show." I'm like, okay, so I go out to the parking lot. I pounded down 2 PBRs in the parking lot, and then we did our little 30-second spot. Which the first spot, they had technical difficulties. The mic didn't work. We're live on the show, and he's like, "I'm here with Bumwine Bob," and the mic's not working. So I got to cut back to the announcers, come back, give him a new mic, and then I do my little spot. Okay, you're on the Premier Podcast Network. What's your podcast about? I'm like, the best of the worst and cheap booze, bottom shelf, Bumwine beers, 40s malt liquor, all the good stuff you grew up on. We cover every week on Bowling with Bobcat. And we did great. At least I thought it was great. And you can check it out on Premier Streaming Network. Sign up for Premier Plus, $10 a month. You get all the good stuff right there. And it was a great time. We had a good time out there with everybody at the event. And it's just one of those things that it's like, whew, man. It's just when things are live and they're in front of you, it's different from doing this. And when you have all these extra, beers in front of you, like, oh, well, where's that? It's like, is somebody get you a Red Bull?
Can I get another one?
Yeah, can I get another? Yeah, but it's all good though. It had a fun time, and we're in the works with Efren to do another show on the podcast. Hopefully, the next one after this, hopefully, will be him. We'll be recapping that big event there, but. It's a good time, but hey, the cheap beer and the hams.
So I'm saying hams, you can't go wrong with hams. And I got all day. I got the Wasatch. That's a weird name for a brewery.
They got to make it difficult, right? I mean, it's like keep it simple.
Keep it simple, guys.
Yeah,
yeah, no shit.
It's not a bad beer. They have a chocolate pumpkin one that I'm going to try next.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah,
chocolate pumpkin.
Chocolate pumpkin. That's
It's
different.
gonna be more on the porter line.
Yeah, it might be more on the porter line. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
There's a. I don't know if y'all have it, but they're starting to branch out. It's a grocery store called HEB, and I always go there and I get my beer over there. They got that, and they have a huge selection of beer. So that's usually where I go.
Yeah. It's almost time for the. It's almost time. You had the Yuengling before. It's almost time for the Yuengling. The Hershey season should be around the corner. I mean, that was the Kevin. Did you have the
Hershey
did you have the Hershey Porter?
I did. It was good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Yuengling didn't disappoint with the Octoberfest and the Hershey's. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
Yuengling just don't disappoint. Period.
Yeah, no, I had some Yuengling, just regular Yuengling earlier tonight at dinner. We went out to dinner and I had a couple of Yuenglings there, and it's just a solid beer. I mean, that's solid. They do a good job with everything, all the varieties that they have out there. I mean, it's a great beer between the regular Yuengling, even the I think only one time I had the Yuengling Flight, their new light beer, and I was like, it's not bad. I mean, it's
not
bad. It's all
calorie
right.
beer.
Yeah, it's not bad, and even their cheap beers like the Yuengling Premium and the light ones that are the cheap ones, those are pretty good too.
Yeah, the Yuengling Flight kind of got me a little bit, but it's all right. But the Yuengling Light, that was a good one too.
Yeah, they have a good lineup of their beers.
Yep,
everything. Every year they throw something new out there, and it's like, yeah, we're doing this one. It's like, okay, cool. It's like, all right, I'll try it, and you're like, okay, they're usually good. It's not always something that I'll pick up on a regular basis. But I'll try it and I'll be like, it's not a bad beer. If it was there, I'll drink it. Would I buy it? Maybe not.
It's like a treat.
Yeah.
It's like a treat.
Yeah.
You know, it's not your, for me, it's not my daily beer, like even the original. But when I buy it, it's like a treat. It's like
it's weird because it's not it's at a weird spot because it's not a heavy beer because I think it's only like a 5% beer, like a regular beer, but it's just something about the taste of it always makes it seem like it's heavier in a certain aspect of it, but it's really not. So it's not something that I'll drink on a regular basis, but it's one of those beers when, you know, people are coming over, you'll pick up some because you're like, people will drink this.
Yep.
It's like the party communal beer on a somewhat higher level of that cheap, like Natty Ice beer level. It's like if you stock up your fridge on just a regular Yuengling lager, people will pick it up out of the fridge and drink it. They won't complain about it.
It's like Michelob,
yeah. It's like, I'm like, I'd rather have that in there than like a Michelob, and because I'm like, I know I'll drink that. People will drink that, and people will be happy with it.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's right.
See, that's the good stuff here. That's what we have covered for you here. The beer info, the bottom shelf booze, all the good stuff here on Bowling with Bobcat. As myself, Roadhouse, and Kevin the Poker here, the tattoo artist himself, joined this week here on the podcast. So, Kevin, before we wrap things up, you want to tell everybody where they can find you and all that good stuff?
Yeah, man. So I actually own the second oldest tattoo shop in Texas. I own the Happy Dragon Tattoo in Abilene, Texas. So anytime y'all ever need a tattoo, we're down.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Texas. You want a tattoo? You go to Texas.
That's right, Abilene.
Give Kevin your business here.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm your local alcoholic tattoo artist. Yeah.
Bring him a Four Loko, and you know you'll get the extra special service.
10% off.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Hey, you don't have to tip me. Bring me Four Loko.
Yeah. Hey, here's a Four Loko USA. All right. Yeah, here's a few bucks off your tattoo.
Yeah.
You want 10% off 4 hours? Bring me a Four Loko.
Yeah. You just don't
That's
don't walk up behind him while he's trying to take a piss. That's
don't attack from the back.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I want to
personal space, guys. Personal space.
Yeah. Attack from the back.
That's right. Don't attack from the back. Yeah. I like the P&Ps.
Yeah. Just after, if you don't wait outside the bathroom, that's okay. He walks out. You say, "Hey, I have this idea for a tattoo. You want to do it?" And you're like, "All right, cool. That's fine."
Yeah,
not while you're trying to take a piss. I got the wrong
gun in my hand, but yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because it kind of hurts. It kind of hurts trying to hold it in, man. Whoa. You're talking to me. What? What do you mean now?
What? I'm trying to piss, motherfucker. Come on.
Yeah, just leave me alone. Piss on the boots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh man, all the good stuff here, man. Hey, Kevin, man, it's great talking with you. Great finally getting to do this with you, having a chat with you on the podcast here. Drinking the Four Loko, drinking some fall beers, all the good stuff. Perfect time of year to do this with you, man. Definitely going to keep tabs on you and the podcast that you're been starting to bring that along there. So you're still kind of pushing that out there. You're going to keep going with the podcast. I know.
Right.
As a press time, you have 2 episodes out there. You're going to keep going with it.
Oh, we're going to keep going. We're as I said, we're trying to take over the world, man. So
I want to make sure. I mean, how many podcasts out there? They get to like 1-2 episodes, and then they just kind of fall off the face of the earth. When it was like some statistic a few weeks ago.
Just know you're going to be one step behind Bumming with Bobcat.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're on like
what is it, 900 something? Yeah,
we're almost at 300 now. But I mean, those first episodes,
you're pretty far up there. So I'm gonna catch up.
Dedication, man.
Yeah, I'm going to catch up one day, but yeah, no, We're both trying to take over the world. Let's do it together, man.
We're pulling for you, brother.
Yeah,
We're
definitely,
pulling
man.
for
We're
you.
gonna do this again. Definitely, we'll crack up some more Four Loko, some more beers. We'll get all the good stuff here on Bum with Bobcat. All the best of the worst of the bottom shelf, bum wine, beers, 40s malt liquor, all that good stuff. Kevin, you have anything else you want to say before we sign off here?
I appreciate the opportunity. You know, it's good to be able to chat with some people that are similar to my lifestyle. You know.
Yeah, you know, the Four Loko Fanatics, and sponsored by Four Loko. These guys over here, all the good stuff here, all that stuff there. Roadhouse, anything else you want to?
No, I got it, brother. You know where
I know where Roadhouse is. That's fine. You guys know, you listen to podcasts, you know where you can find this guy here. You can find me at BumWineBob, at BumWineBob.com, on Premier Podcast Network, on all your favorite podcast apps. Tell your friends, check out the podcast, like, subscribe, rate, all that good shit. The best of the worst of cheap booze. And until next time, cheers.
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 I need a beer.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. That's right, guys.
You motherfuckers, who had a good time?